Hello, everybody. Welcome to Trusty's Vintage Live Sale. We've got a edited version of the 4S, 1S, 4 sellers, 1 sale. You notice we've only got 3 sellers. Unfortunately, George is struggling with some technical difficulties, and I'm not sure where he is. Either he's in the Pacific Northwest or he's on his way to the Pacific Northwest, and he was supposed to do the live sale from a hotel, as I am doing my live sale from my hotel room in Pennsylvania, but he cannot get the internet to work at the hotel. So Zeno's trying to help him out. We're trying to figure out if we can get George connected through maybe the hotspot on his phone. But for now, it looks like we're having a George-less evening. But that's okay. We're still going to have a lot of fun. We've still got 3 sellers joining me this evening. So tonight, we've got Cindy from Mimi's Treasure Cottage. So she is joining us. So very excited to have her. She does live sales on her own channel, Mimi's Treasure Cottage. So you can catch her live sales twice a month, I think on Sundays. And then for the very first live sale ever, we have Kelly from Found Again for You. So if we treat her well, she might start doing live sales on her own. But this is Kelly's first live sale. So the 4th one again was supposed to be George from the Antique Nomad. Hope we'll be able to get him in if something changes. But for now, we're going to have to get things rolling without him. And hopefully he will be able to sign in a little bit. So thank you so much for everyone joining us this evening. A lot of names that recognize already. We got Vintage Vinny's joining us. Kim from Oh My Vintage, great to have you here. Katie from Vintage and Vinyl. We've got the Butterfly Nurse is joining. Linda Punky, I recognize your names popped up a couple of times. Judy, thank you so much. Carrie, no, we got Lori Ann, just lost Carrie. Carrie was somewhere on the chat here. Got a lot of people, so it moves faster than I can sometimes grab it. But Carrie from Austin is here. Rachel from Superior Girl Vintage is here. That's excellent. If you're noticing in the chat, we got Michelle from Comfy Quiz Living, Nate from New Zealand. And if you notice, there's a name that has popped back into the chat, which has been absent for a little while. The Huckster Helper, my daughter, is in the chat and actually is in the room with me this evening. I'm vacationing in Pennsylvania, where she has her apartment for school, and she drove out to my hotel room so she can help me with the live sale. So say hello.
Hello.
There's so Huckster Helper says hello. Angela, thanks again for joining us again. Carolina Princess. Oh, no, we jumped again. We got Tania. So Tania will be in a live sale later this month. We've got Laura from BMOS Mercantile. She was on our live sale last week. Michelle did a live sale with us. She and I did. Actually, she was. I did her first live sale was with me. So I like to have a lot of newbies come in and join us. I got a new Green Bee Explorer. That's a new one to me. I don't think I recognize that. So welcome, Green Bee Explorer. I keep trying to grab something and it jumps. Teresa Bryant is here. And I'm stalling a little bit. Stacy Brinkley is here. Stacy wins the award of having the weirdest shipping accident occur. I shipped a package of quilt patterns to her from one of the earlier sales. And the package ruptured in transit, which, it gets damaged. They did the little, sorry, your package was damaged. All the patterns fell out, and somehow a hunting magazine appeared in the package. I have never carried a hunting magazine. I don't sell hunting magazines. The hunting magazine is not from me, but she receives her package with my label on it, the apology from the U.S. Postal Service, and a hunting magazine. So you've got definitely winning the award for some of the weird stuff going on. Fern Fines, again, thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Again, I was trying to stall a little bit to see if I could get George, trying to do multitasking, see if he was texting me earlier. But so far, got no George. So we're going to get things started. Most of the names I recognize, but there are a couple that are new. If you've never been to my live sale, they work pretty much the same as everybody else's. What will happen is we will be going round robin. So a group sale, we will each be selling an item. They'll show you the item. We will give you a price, and then we will give you a number. This sale is all first to claim sales. This is not an auction. This is not offer up. This is not minute to win it, any of those things. So this will be a case where you want to refresh your internet as much as possible so you have the best chance of claiming the item. We'll give you an item number. The first person we see on our end is the person who will claim that item. We do have a little bit of a lag the way we do this as a group through StreamYard. So we will then, before the person starts their next item, they will announce who the winner was for the previous round. So we will be trying to claim it. But again, it is the person that we see. And sometimes you will see your name first because you are connected to your own internet. You will see yourself first. That doesn't mean we saw you first. So if you got questions, you can ask. But just respect the fact it is based on what we see on our end. Now, we will all combine, if you purchase multiple items from an individual shipper, we will combine those shipments. Oh, Crafty Jackie's here. We will combine, and all the prices we give do not include shipping, but we will combine and try and make sure we get you the best shipping possible. We cannot combine across sellers. Cindy, Mimi's Treasure Cottage, will be shipping from Ohio. And both Kelly from Found Again and myself, Trusty Huckster, we do both ship from Illinois, but not close enough that we can combine our orders. So just keep that in mind that we will be adding our shipping costs to your order. And if you order from all three of us, and if George joins in, I'll have to ask where George is shipping from, because right now I think he's heading to Seattle, but I'm not sure if he's shipping from Seattle or if he ships from Kentucky. So we'll see if George is able to join us. He'll answer that question. But keep that in mind. The shipping is from effectively, at least for the three of us, from the Midwest, and it will add to your overall cost. We will do the best we can to give you information on condition, any damage, etc., things like that. But for the most part, just stay tuned, watch the video, watch your chat. First one to claim will get it, and kicking us off will be Cindy from Mimi's Treasure Cottage. Here we go.
Ooh, hi, everybody. Let's see, what can I pick for you first? How about we do this one? This is a really cute piece. I have this planter. It's made in Japan. Well, I guess that it's made in Japan. It looks like it's made in Japan. It's Conrad. I don't know if you can see that on the bottom. It's in really nice condition. There are no chips or cracks on this. There may be some crazing in my lighting. It's hard for me to see the crazing, but it's in excellent condition. I mean, you're going to love it. But look at the little guy's face. Isn't he cute? He's playing the drum. He is $10, and he is number 61.
All right, everybody. I have one of the best finds I found in the last week. It's this wonderful Afghan. It's more of a lap gan, if you want to call it that. It is 74 by 75. So it's long, skinny. It would look great on the edge of your bed, draped over a chair. It's really in great shape. There's no holes. The detail has the little popcorns on it. And I think it's just perfect for fall, all the way, until you start decorating for Christmas. I just love this. And I'm almost hoping someone doesn't buy it, but please buy it because it's really nice. It will look great in your house. All right. It's $20. And this is number 57.
All right. And I'm starting off with my first item. We have a most likely, kind of fall in the same category as Cindy, most likely a made in Japan dog figurine. He has a floral decoration on his back and on his sides. I throw out the dog figurine because this is to promote on November 12th. I will be doing a fundraiser for the Just One More Dachshund Rescue organization, jomdr.org. That is a dachshund rescue. This is not a dachshund, but I think he's kind of a hound. But what will happen on Thursday, November 12th, every item that is sold that evening, 100% of the money will go to the JOMDR rescue. A lot of dog items, but it won't be all dog items, and they won't all be doxies. So we're trying to mix it up, and hopefully everyone will participate. But this is, again, an unmarked dog figurine, floral design. He's a very, very pale beige, like kind of an off-white color, which I apologize, I'm using my hotel lighting, and it's not, he's kind of coming across like a bluish gray, and that is not a true color. So I do apologize. He really is just kind of an off-white color. I guess if I bring him back a little bit, you can see him. But again, great shape. He's got a little bit of crazing I can see in his shoulders, but just a great vintage piece. And he's available for only $7. So $7 for the Hound figurine by giving me number 76.
All right, so my last item, which was the cat playing the drum planter, was won by Sheila Putman. So Sheila, I don't believe you've purchased from me before, so do make sure that you go right away and send me the email with your information. That would be awesome. The next thing I have for you guys is this really cute ironstone pitcher. And it is white. I know my lighting is overhead, so it makes it a little bit interesting here too, but it is solid white. It's white ironstone, and it's in excellent condition. It does have crazing on it. I don't know if you'll be able to see that in the video, but I love crazing. It's probably the thing that drew me to this piece when I purchased it. But there are no chips or cracks on it, just that crazing. This is the bottom. So you can see it's made in Japan. Independence, I think is what it says, ironstone. Very cute. This would look very cute with like a little floral arrangement in it, or, you know, you could use it for anything that you like to just, you know, store in something like that. It is $7, and it is, I get my system. It's a different system that I use in my sales. It is $7, and it is number 60.
Ooh, is he scaring you? Well, his brother doesn't think so. He's sitting in his little seductive pose here, and he's saying to him, "You're not scaring me. I'm just going to lay down." And the best thing about these little figurines here is that they both have their tushies out. Whoops, sorry, still learning the camera here. They both have tushies. They're just adorable. And I couldn't resist. I actually found these today and had to move something else out of the sale. But this guy is over this guy. So I think they're adorable. They are a hobbyist piece that were painted in 1991 by Marilyn. So Marilyn, thank you. You did a great job. These are $12 and they're number 51.
All right, my last item, the Japan Hound Dog figurine went to Connie Cable, CLC. So thank you very much, Connie, for picking that up. For those of you new to my channel, what you'll see a lot, what I like to carry is porcelain, pottery, and glass. So I just had some porcelain, so now I'm going to some pottery. So this is a great piece that actually I picked up, well, the dog did too. I picked up on this trip heading out to Pennsylvania. I drove from Chicago to Pennsylvania down to DC, and I'll be heading back to Chicago this weekend. This is a piece of stoneware. It's a small lidded canister. It is in absolutely fantastic condition. There's no chips, no cracks. It is glazed on the interior. It was done very nicely. It has the brush decoration on both sides. And what's really great about it is a signed piece. I hold it the right way. I could not really make the signature out well enough to do a lot of research. But if you look to the right of that signature, you'll see the year. It was done in 1950. And I don't typically come across pottery signed that's that old. And if it is in that great of a condition. So it's very dark brown. There are no chips and cracks. We can see this with the salt glaze pottery. There's a little bit of glaze defect in the outside, in the one of the panels, but a little bit of wear, you know, on the bottom, as you'd expect for something of this age. It's a great looking piece from 1950. So, you know, it doesn't necessarily look mid-century modern, but definitely qualifies 1950, and it's only $8. $8 for the lidded canister. by giving me number 80. $8, number 80 for the lidded canister.
All right, so the next thing I have for you is this adorable little elephant. It has a really nice glaze on it. My lighting here makes it hard to see that it has like a bluish gray tint on the ears. It has his trunk up for, what is that, happiness or good luck? I don't remember what it is. But he's got an adorable little face. It's just so cute. He is in excellent condition. There's no chips, cracks, or anything. And he is, if I can get it in correctly, he is made in Japan. And this little guy is $4. And he is number 59. $4, number 59.
All right. I forgot to mention that Old Stuff, Beth, Texas, you won the Afghan. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. All right. And next up, I have this really beautiful boho vintage 1970s, 80s. It's a wall planter. So you can hang this right on your wall with a nail. It would look beautiful with any sort of plant, but a draping plant would look lovely hanging on your wall. It is got a shiny glaze on the top and more of a stoneware glaze. It is stoneware. And then it does have the wheat is incised. So really nice texture to this. It's a great size. This guy is about 4.5 inches tall. He's 3.5 inches wide and will look great in any wall arrangement that you have. So see, size of my head. He's not real big, but he's really beautiful. And there's no chips or cracks on him. So this is $9 and it is number 79.
All right, my last item, the 1950 lidded canisters pottery piece went to Monica Delgado, who has an amazing collection of art pottery, and thrilled that this will be added to her collection. So thanks a lot from Monica for picking that up. As I left for this trip, I grabbed some things from my stash at home to make sure I had some items to have included in the sale. And one of the items I picked up, grabbed the coasters. If you've never been on my channel before, basically, long story short, I love coasters. People make fun of me for it. I live. These are a packaged set of coasters. The cardboard box is showing a little bit of wear. There's, so a little bit of age to these. They're the Pimpernel style coasters, but these are not marked Pimpernel or Cloverleaf. There's no branding on these at all. So I do not know whose they actually are, but they're that cork-backed style with the laminated images. And they're all nature themed. So we've got the pheasant, the ducks, butterflies, orioles, rhododendron, violet, the mule deer, and the kit fox. So this is actually a collection of, how many was that? 8. So this is in its original packaging. So this is the 8 coasters that would have been the original set of these coasters. And they're available for $6. $6 for the set of coasters, a set of 8 coasters, $6 by giving me number 86. $6.86 for the set of coasters.
All right, the next item that I have to share with you guys is this adorable little planter. But first, actually, I get ahead of myself. Michelle, Comfy Cozy Living, you're the one that got that great little elephant. So thank you so much for that. But back to the planter. This is a really cute little planter. A little boy and a little girl. They've got pastel colors on him. So his pants are like a pastel yellow, and she's got pastel blue. They do appear probably a little bit darker in real life than they are coming out on my with my lighting. But this is them. No chips or cracks on this one. I can't get my little sheet out of here because I wanted to double check. Yeah, there's no chips or cracks on this one. So this little guy, this little planter is $8. And it is number 65. $8, number 65.
All right. I actually have an elephant too. He is made by Linux. This little guy has some gold eyes and gold toenails. So I guess it's a little girl, but either way. And it has the detailing on both sides here, like a little blanket sort of thing, and then trunk up, of course. So good luck. He is only 3 inches. He's a little guy, but he's beautiful. No chips, no cracks. He is $5, and he's number 76.
All right, my last item, the set of coasters goes to Karen Dondelinger, who is slowly adding to her own collection of coasters, which I love to see. And that reminds me, I forgot to start things out. This month is my 1-year anniversary in the resale business. And as part of that, I created, because I am known for my coasters, I created Trusty Huckster Mercantile coasters. And 1 coaster will be included for free in every order that I ship out during the month of October. So if you order from me anything this week or any of the live sales, I've got 5 live sales this month. You will receive 1 coaster. And if you place an order and want more, they're $1 each. So just let me know if you want more. So the Trusty Huckster Mercantile coaster can be yours. And just, hopefully everyone will enjoy it as part of my 1-year celebration. Okay, last week in my live sale, I kind of put it out into the universe that I had never come across a fairy light. The universe heard me and only partly paid attention, because it gave me a fairy light, but it gave me a clear fairy light. So it did not necessarily give me one of the uber desirable fancy schmancy, but it gave me one in absolutely pristine condition. I do think this still qualifies as the stars and bars pattern, and please correct me if I am wrong, but it is clear. There are no chips, no cracks. There's no issues, no problems with the way the 2 pieces sit together. And so the universe heard me. The universe gave me a good price. So I'm passing on a good price, recognizing that it is clear, but it is still beautiful and will look great with a candle in it. So my first fairy light ever is available for only $10. So $10 for the fairy lamp, and you can have it by giving me number 85. 85, $10 for the stars and bars clear fairy lamp.
The next item I have for you is an adorable little guy made in occupied Japan. It's a little planter. He's so stinking cute. Look at his little face and his little tail. Look at his little tail there. But he's made in occupied Japan. You can get that turned around the right way. There we go. He's in really great condition. There are no chips or cracks. There is a little manufacturer's defect right there, a little bump. But yeah, he's in great condition. So he's adorable. He's going to be $7. I show him back to you. There you go. He's going to be $7. And he will be number 51. $7, number 51, with a cute little doggy planter.
I have this beautiful olive wood bowl. It was made in Spain. It says España on the back. So olive España. And then it also says reference 71. I don't know. Maybe that was a stocking thing, but it's beautiful. It's in pristine condition. It would be beautiful with candy corns or pumpkins, or you could use this all year long. It's a neutral. Just keep it out all year long. It's truly an art piece, and I would love to keep it, but I am busting at the seams. So this little guy is 9.5 inches long and 5 inches wide at its widest point. And he's number 20, and he's going to be $11. Oh.
All right. My last item, the fairy lamp, went to Karen Radford. So congratulations, Karen, for picking that up. Another piece of glass that I picked up actually on this trip. A lot of the items that I'm going to be showing tonight are picked up in the week that I've been traveling. And this is this fantastic piece of vintage barware that I picked up just today, as a matter of fact. It is a cocktail pitcher, martini pitcher. And it says on there, it's got a picture of a clock that for some reason is set to 6 p.m. instead of 5 p.m. So maybe the phrase used to be it's 6 o'clock somewhere, but it's 5 o'clock somewhere now. It's later than you think is the phrase on the bottom of this. This is a glass pitcher. It has the gold sponge paint on the outside and the white case glass in the middle or on the inside. So it has a clear applied glass handle, and you can see the clear, well, it's hard to see, but it is clear on the very, very bottom. But from the center, from the bottom piece up is a white backing, and the gold is actually on the outside. It has the ice lip on it so that it keeps the ice from being poured out if you're mixing your martinis directly in the pitcher. And did I just see it's signed? And I think it's signed Georges Briard, which I had not seen.
Wow.
So it kind of looks like Georges Briard. So I'm trying to show it as close as I can. But I priced it not knowing it was Georges Briard. I priced it just as a cool picture. It's a beautiful accent piece to anyone's mid-century modern vintage cocktail collection. And the pitcher is $16. $16 for the martini pitcher by giving me number 77. $16.77 for the pitcher.
Okay, the next thing that I have for you guys is this wonderful teapot, ceramic teapot. It's in excellent condition, has the bamboo handle, beautiful spout, no chips, cracks, nothing like that. There's no crazing. It's signed on the bottom with Asian script, but it's not just the teapot. It also comes with 4 of these little, I don't know if they're sake, well, they're obviously for a tea set, so they're little teacups, but there's 4 of them, and they're all in excellent condition as well. All 4 of these little guys. One of them does have a little rough spot on the rim. If I can put it in the right place there for you, but it's not a chip or a crack or anything. That's just in the glazing. So they all have that. So we're doing the teapot with the 4 little teacups, and the set is $20, and it is number 64. $20, number 64.
Hey, all right. So I have this really cool set. It's a hobbyist piece. It's a pumpkin sugar and creamer set. Let me turn it around so you can see the cute little leaves. Here we go. They're in perfect condition. They were painted by, it doesn't say, but they were, say, 1995 anniversary dad and mom. So it's kind of sad. They need a new home because mom and dad don't have them anymore. But these would look great for all the way through fall with that Afghan. How about that? Sure. So yeah, the lid, it looks like it had a spoon. It doesn't have a spoon anymore, or you could have put a spoon. You can put your own spoon in it. Anyway, they're a great size. They're perfect. That's all I can say about them. They're perfect fall. They're $9, and they're number 37. And before I go, I did want to say that Michelle, you won the elephant, the Comfy Cozy Living, and Angela Markbury, you won the vintage stoneware wall planter. So thank you very much. Those were $9 and number 37.
All right, my last item, the mid-century modern cocktail pitcher went to Jamie at Mid-Century Wasted. So congratulations, Jamie, for picking that up. And so Cindy had her teapot, so I decided to pull out my teapot. So this is, again, an item that was picked up this week. when I was traveling with the Huckster Helper, we traveled down to DC and we did a field trip with a shopping expedition with Tim from Over the Years. And we ended up in one of his favorite haunts, and I found this Otagiri Orca tea pitcher or teapot. It is a Mark, I've already forgotten the name, Mark Alvin design, marked with the Otagiri foil, as well as the incised mark for Otagiri Japan on the bottom. It is in phenomenal condition. The blowhole water spout is what creates the handle for the lid. The lid has no chips, no cracks. The interior rim has no chips, no cracks. I don't know if you'll be able to see it on this camera. You can kind of see it. There's even some detailing in the white that kind of gives it like the white on white ribbing that you would see on the bottom of an Orca. You've got the eyeball on each side. Again, all of this is in fantastic condition with the waves washing up along the bottom of it. Just an adorable teapot, whether you use it for tea or just as a shelf sitter. He looks fantastic. The Otagiri Orca teapot is available for $20. $20 for the Orca teapot by giving me number 97. $20 for the Orca or Otagiri teapot.
Okay, I forgot to mention the last round that that little Made in Occupied Japan dog planter that went to CLC, which I believe is Connie Cable. So thank you, Connie. You won number 51, which was the doggy planter. The next thing that I have for you guys is this wonderful Disneyland tray puzzle. You can see the tray puzzle. It has all of its pieces. It is made, trying to see, it's a Whitman puzzle. And one of them was in oh yeah, this one helps if I have my glasses. All right, which 1963 by Walt Disney Productions. There is a piece of the puzzle, let's show you right here, that has the top layer that's a little bit loose that just needs to be tacked down, and then there's just a couple, there's like a little thing there and a little piece up here, but other than that, it's in excellent condition. It's beautiful. Walt Disney from Disneyland, and this puzzle is $10, and it is number 54. $10 for the Disneyland puzzle number 54.
So I also make things. I've always been a creative, and the earrings I'm wearing tonight I made myself. So this is my ode to candy corn. So these are little macrame earrings that I assembled myself. I can also make them with silver if you'd like. If you prefer that, you just need to let me know if you win them. They're very lightweight. They have the hook for pierced ears. And these are $10, and they're number 48.
All right, my last item, the Orca Otagiri teapot, went to Sheila Putnam. So that was number 97, going to Sheila Putnam. So thank you very much, Sheila, for picking that up. Another item that I brought from home was a collection of some of the ephemera that I had previously sold in a couple other sales. These are 2 almanacs. What I did not realize at the time, I had set these aside because they were almanacs, and I thought, they would be good to sell together. But this almanac is part of it's Linco's Popular Almanac, 1935. And this is another used Linco all year round. It's another advertising piece that I thought was related to the one that we'd sold earlier. But actually, it does look like this one is different. So Linco is in the laundry, kitchen, and bathroom. For Linco cleans, removes stains, deodorizes, and disinfects all at once. It is pure, safe, and dependable. I use it always, and my housework is done in a jiffy by its magic touch. It is really and truly the housewife's friend. Signed, a modern housewife. So this one is, some of the same advertising inside, a little bit of advertising, but then also like a typical almanac, May, June of 1935. So the June horoscope, well, let's see if we can jump to October horoscope, because my birthday is coming up. It is a highly personal month. Develop inner understanding. Build with business friends. Well, that's about as vague now as it was in 1935. Some household hints. It is said that a roasted raisin bound on the ear, as hot as it can be borne, will relieve earache. Well, or it gives you something other to worry about other than earache. And then it talks about how Linko should be used. So you've got the advertising almanac for Linko. And then similarly, an almanac also from 1935, the Almanac and Home Book from Watkins. So you've got phone and mail orders promptly from Watkins with a calendar of 1935 on the back. And then you go into this, we talk about toilet articles. Let's jump to October again. Oh, we got a cool full color advertisement in the spread. In the middle of all the Watkins products, Watkins medicines. We jump to October. Fevers and chills, frostbite, headache, hemorrhoids. For hemorrhoids, see piles. I am disturbed by that instruction. There's all kinds of references that I actually don't quite understand from this chart because I haven't read an almanac in a very long time. But anyway, so you've got two 1935 almanacs in very good condition. The pages are not torn, they're not folded, they're just great little condition. And the pair of the almanacs are available for $6. $6 for the two 1935 almanacs by giving me number 95. $6 for the two almanacs.
Okay, the next item that I have for you guys is this really adorable little planter. It's so sweet. It would look really cute with a little plant in it, or you could put pencils in on your desk or whatever like that. It's in excellent condition, but it has a secret. It is uranium glass. So you can see it glow a little bit. It's probably easier if you see it like that. So it's an adorable little planter that actually glows because of the uranium. So this piece, like I said, is in excellent condition. It does have a couple of manufacturing flaws in it, which cause there to be a look of a line on the bottom, on the inside and the outside, but those are not cracks. It is $10, and it is number 57. The little uranium glass planter.
Sorry, I was muted. So the winner of the macrame earrings is the collection vintage. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And if you are interested in more earrings, just shoot me a message on my email. I have a lot of ideas and things I could make for you, even if you want certain colors. So just let me know. They're all going to be right around $10. So. All right, so our next item is this wonderful vintage wall basket. It's a grapevine basket, and there is no breakage that I can see. No breakage at all. It was really well cared for, and it would look great with whatever florals, pumpkins, any stems you want to throw into this. It would look great all year round. And I just love it. I want it to go into a happy home. Let me see. How big are you? You are 11 and a half inches this way and 10 inches side to side. All right. So this is going to be, $8. And it's number 5.
All right, my last item, the pair of almanacs went to Brooke Lagan. So congratulations, Brooke, and everyone will be asking all about their hemorrhoid questions. So be prepared. My next item that was also picked up during this trip, I took a day and hooked up with, for those of you who remember, Rebecca from Kitschy and Bitchy. She had participated in one of my deep dives on Swizzle Sticks. She will be doing a live sale, her first live sale with me later this month. But she took me to some of her favorite haunts outside of Pittsburgh. And we came across this set. If you saw my Instagram post, this I didn't have a chance to do a lot of preview posts, but this was one of the sneak peeks. It's this set of 4 nursery jars. So they're identical design jars. They are, just had the Huckster helper grab my tape measure because Kelly's showing me up, measuring everything. So these are 4 inches, including the lid. So they're kind of the satin frosted glass base with a clear glass fitted lid. They all have the 3 yellow kind of daisies or yellow flowers with the green leaves on them. This one says nipples. This one says oil. We have one that says cotton. You can see there's a little bit of a color loss on the O, the first O in the word cotton. And the last one says talcum. So this is a set of 4. All of them are in great condition in the sense there's no chips, no cracks. Again, satin glass with a clear glass top. Most of them have a really good, their paint is still in really good condition. It's really just the one O in the word cotton that's showing a tiny bit of wear, but it just proves their vintage charm. Just ask Vinny. So we've got 4 items. So the 4 covered jars for a vintage nursery. The set of 4 jars are available for $15 by giving me number 82. 82, $15 for the 4 vintage nursery jars.
All right, that was just too funny. Everybody needs a jar that says nipples on it, right? Too funny. All right, the next item that I have for you is this vintage cat's paw box. And these are wonderful to use in your Halloween decor. And I will tell you that the box has a little bit of, it shows a little bit of use. The bottom is got a little, it's like bent in a little bit, but you can still display it and it is still adorable. But I'm going to show you what I did with one of mine in a second. Inside, and I know Barb from Winking Owl is in the comments. She's in the sale today and she purchased some of these from me before. And there was some question about the actual heels that come inside. This is what the heels look like in this package. So they're just solid white. There's no owl or cat, or no, it wouldn't be an owl. There's no cat on the heels. So you can choose whether or not you just want the package shipped to you or if you want the heels also. But let me show you what I did with one of these that I had. It's a slightly different box, but I used it to make an assemblage piece. So it just goes to show all the different things that you can do with this particular thing to make it really cool for your Halloween display. So this box is $8 and it is number 67. $8, number 67 for the vintage cat's paw box.
You're muted, Kelly.
I did want to mention that I do have another pair of earrings coming up, so stay tuned. Also, I have a chicken. It is a chicken pot holder. It was lovingly made by somebody way back in the day. It's got its beak and its little comb on its head. And you can either set it up like this, or you can use it to actually be a pot holder. You can hang it up, which would be a little morbid, but you know. Anyway, hand crochet. $6, number 62.
All right. So we have Laura Ann receives the, yes, I said it, the nipple jar, and I didn't write it. I just read it. Okay. So I can see the Huckster hecklers are out in force and they are being led by their King Jester, Nathaniel. So Nate, always glad to have you in the chat. And this item is for you, Wedgewood. So this is one of the items that I brought from home. Specifically brought it to make sure I had an item that represented Nate. So this is a small dish. This is not the ashtray. You can see there are no ridges on this one. So this is just one of the small decorative plates. It is stamped Wedgewood on the back. And I don't know, Nate, if you know your stamps off the top of your head. I was not able to research this one. So I'm not sure what that stamp, what date that references, but it is a traditional Wedgewood blue. It's pretty much coming across true color, you know, in the video or on the screen. So it is traditional Wedgewood blue with the sheep design in the center, marked Wedgewood on the back, and that small decorative plate is available for $9. And I mentioned Nate because Nate has a fantastic collection of Wedgewood. So $9 for the Wedgewood plate. It's available by giving me number 92. 92, $9 for the small Wedgewood plate.
All right, so I am getting behind on my housekeeping. Sorry for that. The uranium glass planter, which was number 57, that went to Michelle, Comfy Cozy Living. Thanks, Michelle. And the cute little cat's paw box, which was number 67. 57 and 67. That one went to Michelle Ann with those two items. Move those aside. The next thing that I have for you is this cute little glass. I'm assuming it was a candy container at one time, but it's got this cute little horse on it and a little wagon, and it would be just absolutely adorable with anything that you could put in it. There are no cracks or chips or anything like that on there. He's in really nice condition. So adorable little guy. He is $5, and he is going to be dropping it. He's $5, and he's going to be number 63. $5, number 63.
Okay. I have these little mini candle holders. These are from Bath and Body Works about 6 years ago. So they're not vintage, but they've got a vintage patina to them, or, you know, and they're owls. And I think that the vintage, the votive holders that they do are limited edition. So these would hold the little, I think they're 3-ounce candles that you can buy, or any other votive would look so cute in these. So these are number, whoops, they're $8. They're number 34.
All right, and my last item, the Wedgewood plate, goes to Katie at Vintage and Vinyl. So congratulations, Katie, for picking that up. Next item is another find, literally from today. I went out thrifting today, and I found this fantastic pair of salt and pepper shakers. These are Hall China salt and pepper from the Rose Parade pattern. So these are from the 30s. They are a larger size. I've got my tape measure here, so let me measure it really quick. These are considered the range set. So these would not really have been designed for the table. These would have been designed for your oven, so that you would have large amounts of salt and pepper to flavor your food. They're 5 inches tall. So these are relatively large and would hold quite a bit. So again, these are the range sets. So you've got the absolutely perfect condition. They have their corks. There's no guarantee. I'm assuming they're the original corks, but I wouldn't be able to guarantee that. And the again, it's the Rose Parade, which is a blue design. You can see they salt and pepper are clearly marked. All of the paint, the gold, the lettering is all in absolutely fantastic condition. And the pair of range set salt and pepper shakers for Hall China are available for $14. They give me number 99. $14.99 for the Rose Parade salt and pepper shakers.
You guys are making me laugh from the chat today. At any rate, the little glass wagon, which I suppose you could put nipples into, if that was what you chose to do. And thanks, Kelly. I really didn't know what was in that. Kelly said that they were for sugar packets, or they could be used for sugar packets, which would be an awesome use for them. But anyway, the winner of that one, which was number 63, was Michelle Ann. So Michelle Ann, thank you so much. In honor of Patrick, who seems to be the coaster king, I also have a set of coasters. Comes in this beautiful, I don't know whether this is bamboo or teak wood, but it has this little carry-all, which is in excellent condition. You'll notice it doesn't have the complete set, but it does have enough for you to have 4 different coasters. And they are the sea characters, item, whatever you want to call that. So this guy is the little seahorse. And so it has the glass top. It has like a rice paper and the image of the sea creature. This one is especially cute. I like this. I've seen people actually use these for wall hangings before, just hanging these on their wall. So if you didn't want to use them for their intended use, that would be something that you could do with them. Here is a, what is that, like a koi fish. And then this last one is a scorpion. Or no, he's not. He'd probably be like, what would he be? Like a lobster or a shrimp or something? Because why would you have a scorpion in the water? Anyway, those are the ones that come. And like I said, they come in this cute little carrier. And so that set is $8. And it is number 66. $8, number 66.
All right, I have a planter. I actually got this when we went shopping during the Trusty, Comfy Trusty meetup, and that's where I met Michelle and Patrick and Cindy was there. So anyway, it's beautiful. It has it's stoneware. It's handmade, obviously. It has a nice luster drip finish, which is also in the inside, and it had 3 holes in it. So I took the opportunity to make a hanger for it. So let me stand up. So I made a macrame hanger for it. And this little pot is, I would say, I didn't actually measure this one, Patrick. So this one is about, I would say it's about 7 inches long or wide. So this one is $15 and it's number 94.
All right, my last item, the Hall China Salt and Pepper range set went to Michelle Ann. So congratulations, Michelle Ann, for picking those up. My next item is kind of a group of items that initially were being picked up to go into my the vintage booth that I have back home. But there were a couple of these that I was concerned if they were loose in my booth that they might get damaged or pieces might get lost. So starting out, I have 2 vintage tins of sucrets that actually have sucrets in them. So this one is the children's sucrets, which I find interesting that in order to get cherry flavored, you have to be a child. I prefer cherry flavored, so I guess I'm a child at heart. So you've got the children's sucrets with the cherry flavor. These happen to be from Pittsburgh. They do have a UP barcode on them, so I'm not 100% sure the era of these. And this is the adult, I guess, version. Suppresses, cough and relieves minor throat irritations. This one does not have a barcode on the back. And, well, that'll teach me not to open it. It doesn't have secrets in them. It has chess pieces. So you'll get some chess pieces. Well, gee, what's in the other one? Oh, no, the other one was empty. So, okay. See, I thought I was like carrying around secrets. Anyway, so you get the pair of secrets. You then also get this little set of soaps. Again, I didn't want the secrets to be in the booth because I was afraid that the secrets would fall out or somebody would try to eat them. guess that's less of a concern now, but regardless. So these are vintage soaps. So you've got a vintage bar of Palmolive soap. You've got a little bit of a fold and a tear on the back of that. A vintage ivory soap from the Skyline Motel in Roanoke, Virginia. And if you look at the phone number, it's got the old-fashioned, the Roanoke 42424. We've got an old bar of Camay soap from Procter & Gamble, made in the USA, and a vintage bar of Lux toilet soap, marked Lever Brothers, New York, New York, made in the USA. So those four, they're all pretty much the same size, if not identical in size. And then the last piece of the lot is a bottle or a can of Swan boric acid powder USP, for often used as an eye wash. So we've got just this mix of medicinal bathroom containers and items, kind of a fun mix set. So the two things of Secrets, the 4 bars of soap and the can of Swan boric. The whole lot is available for $10. $10 for all of the pieces, and you get, and all the chess pieces too, for number 98. Number 98, $10 for the mixed lot.
All right, so the last thing that I had up, which was those great little coasters, those go to Michelle Ann. Thank you so much, Michelle Ann. The next thing that I have for you is this cute little duck planter. Look how cute he is. He's got these wide open eyes with the eyelashes. He's so cute. He's in great condition. I'll show you the bottom. He is unmarked. But he would be so cute, whether you use him now for something or whether you put him in your Easter decor. I just love him. I think he's so cute. Anyway, he is going to be $8. And he, or she, it looks like a he to me though, is number 56.
You're muted, Kelly.
Sorry. I found this today and I couldn't resist. It's just so beautiful. It's in perfect shape. None of the stitches are coming loose, nothing. So it is a cross-stitch oval tablecloth. And the middle of it has the full leaves. It's beautiful. Someone put a lot of work into this. It is a big one. It's 120 inches by 60 inches. So I just think it's stunning. Just stunning. So I'll hold it closer so you can see all the work. Gorgeous. And this is, because of the work that's into it, I am going to ask a little more. It's $25 and it's number 30.
And we have a surprise. George has joined us.
Yay!
So I'm not going to let you, we've done about 10 items. I'm not going to let you do a marathon session, but if you want to grab 2 of your items to sell, grab 2 and start out. So we've got George, the Antique Nomad. Where will you be shipping from, George?
Well, I'll be shipping from Seattle. I'm on my way there. I'm in Idaho Falls, and I checked in early at this place, and they swore it had great Wi-Fi, and it's taken me till now. So tell me if it's no good, but I'm going to try.
Sounds good so far. Go ahead and sell.
Okay, great. All right, so let's see. I'm going to grab... I was in a shop today in Ogden, Utah, and this little guy is fresh as can be. I just found him. He is not Treasure Craft. He's one of the other companies, I think Kippy of California. I'm going to try to hold him where you can see. He's got the painted face instead of the rub bisque. And he's got the C in the bottom. That was for copyright. And these would have been made about 1950. And this little guy is my number 9. We're doing this all slapdash here. Number 9. And he is $15 for number 9, the sprite on the log. And
why don't you go ahead and do another item?
Oh, you want me to do one more? Okay, thank you. I'll be real quick then. Let's do these. These are sweethearts. This is from about 1910. It was a fellow named A.W.B. Lincoln who was the original artist. It's got the two girls sitting, and this was a very popular print in the 19-teens. I thought it was very sweet, and it is also $15, and it is number 7. So the print is number 7 for $15. Yeah, there we go. There's a 7. Okay, thank you. I'll try to get figured out on everything else in the meantime.
Yeah, we'll keep you going round robin. We'll just let you do 2 each time and see if you can get caught up. I just lost.
Oh, well, I appreciate it.
No problem. I just lost my chat. So my last item was
the medical tins went to Victoria H.
Medical tins went to Victoria H. So Victoria, I think you might be new to me, or you might be under a new name. So if you are buying from me for the first time, go ahead and send an email, which I just changed. Go ahead and send the email to the email address below. And that is for everyone who is buying tonight. Make sure you send an email to the seller that you buy from. We'll be happy to share each other, but if you can try and send directly, it would be much appreciated. All right, my next item is a very large item. So I'm going to back up a little bit and try and show it. So this is something that I picked up today, and it's going to fall in the category of either you're going to get a really good deal, and I'm going to, if let's just say if you could take this to Antiques Roadshow, remember me in your will. So we've got a serape, or what was the other term? Saltillo blanket that I found. It is very, very large. It is 60 by 108. So you've got a very nice size to this. It has the fringe on the bottom on both edges. So I did as much research as I could because I literally picked this up today and was trying to figure out, I feel that this is not wool because I'm allergic to certain types of wool, and I have not broken into a rash yet. So I don't think this is wool. I believe it is acrylic, so I think it is more modern. But most of the modern ones do not have the stitched medallion piece in the middle that I could find. So I don't know if that means anything because I could not find that specific pattern in any of the blankets on WorthPoint, eBay, or Etsy. Most of the modern ones were just colors. I'm still leaning that this is probably not super old because it has this fuchsia pink color in it. But it starts green on the end. It's got the blues, predominantly green. The largest stripes are probably green, and then that center stripe is green with the gold and red. I'm sure there's a name for that symbol, but I don't know what it is. So I got a decent price on it, and I've never carried textiles like this before. So I'm passing it on to you, and hopefully, you'll appreciate the price. So it is a large serape Saltillo blanket. It is available for $25, 60 inches by 108 inches, $25, number 91. $25, number 91 for the Saltillo serape blanket.
Okay, everyone, I have a really fun little thing to use in decor. I have this silver plated piece, which was probably I'm thinking it might have been a sugar dish at some point in time. It has a neat little pattern on there. I don't know if you can see it. It has some nice little detail around this area here and around the top. It's really quite pretty, and it has quite a dark patina on it. And I left that alone because I know that some people really enjoy the darker patina on the silver plate. I'll show you the bottom. I had looked that up before, the company name, which I don't think you can really see there. But that's how I know that it is a silver plate. So anyway, this cute little piece, just to give you an idea of what the size is, would look really cute in your decor with just about anything in it, especially little flowers would be adorable. It is $10, and it is number 62. $10, number 62.
All right. I have this really cool sugar and creamer set. They're turkeys. Obviously turkeys. This one looks like it has a little ding, but it does not. It's just the way it was made, and it didn't get the glaze. When these are a hobbyist piece, these are made by the same person that made the pumpkins, but she gave these to her parents for Christmas. So, and here's the creamer. There's no chips or cracks. So it says Dad and Mom, 1991, Christmas, which is a weird thing to give somebody for Christmas. A turkey, a couple turkeys, not sure. I don't know. Anyway, they're in great shape, and they're $9, and they're number 28.
Okay, well, it was breaking up on my end, but hopefully you can hear me. Let me know if not. I wanted to say that Misty got the Sprite for $15, number 9, and Crafty Jackie got number 7, the print, for $15. So I wanted to do a little bookkeeping there and then show my next item, which is Royal Dalton. But she's a little different in that she is the Old Country Roses pattern that matched the dinnerware. And that was something they didn't do until later on. And it's got the mark on the bottom. In fact, it's got all of the marks. Let me see if I can get that in a light where you can read it. There we go. It's got the designer mark, the company mark, the inspector's mark. It's got it all. So she's the little gal, and she is $25. Try to get her in a better light. Technical problems today. $25, and she is number 20. Number 20 for $25. And did that go through? Okay. I'm going to leave it there and let you pass to the next person because I'm not sure how this is doing.
You were fine. You didn't break up at all. If you want to go ahead and do your next one.
Oh, okay, great. I appreciate it. It's really hard to hear on my end. Okay, I've got one other figurine. This one is a half doll. This would have been one of the ones that would have been sewn into a pincushion or a brush. These were very popular around 1910. There's the back of her. She was made in Japan. They came from Japan and Germany at that time. And she is also 15. This one is $15, and she is number 8. Number 8, $15. Thank you.
All right, my last item, the Serape went to Amy Gaston. So congratulations, Amy, for picking up that blanket. And like I said, if you find out it's worth a lot more, remember me in your will. So my next item, I again picked up today. I had a very productive thrifting day in the northern suburbs of Pittsburgh. So this is, it is not a marked piece, but it's an extremely thin porcelain that has every indication that this is a Japanese-made piece. It's extremely lightweight, extremely thin-walled porcelain. It's in fantastic condition. There's no paint loss. There are no chips. There are no cracks, not even anything around the hole at the bottom. It is a beautiful tonal green color, which you can kind of see. There's a little bit of, you can see there's a little bit of a difference in the green colors in the feathers. His belly and the fundamental color is a little bit lime green, a little bit more of a lime green than what's showing up on the camera. So I do apologize that between my video camera and the lighting that I have here in the hotel is maybe not giving you the best representation, but it is definitely a green. I think I guess it's a parrot. I kind of thought it was a parakeet, but it does have a pretty long tail, so it might be a parrot. And it's on kind of a coral colored base within the floral designs. It's an absolutely gorgeous piece that I picked up today, and it is available for $12. So $12 for the Japanese assumption it's a Japanese bird, $12 for number 87. $12.87.
Okay, the next item that I have for you guys is this beautiful, this beautiful little set of salt and pepper shakers. They are by Inesco. One says, "Give us this day our daily bread," and the other says, "We give you thanks for all your gifts." They're in excellent condition. This is the front. Let's see their little faces. This is the back. They've got cute little black bows. One has her stopper, and there's her little Inesco tag, and the other one does not have a stopper. But the set of salt and pepper shakers is $8, and they are number 58.
All right, I have some roosters. They're little rooster salt and pepper shakers. They're in great shape. They are made in Japan, no chips or cracks. They have a little bit of a discoloration, not discoloration, but the change in the colorways, so you can kind of tell who's who. Mostly down here and on the chest. So this guy is the salt. It comes out of their back, their feather tails there, their tail feathers, I should say. And this is the pepper. They're in great condition. And I loved the colors. They were just a little different. They weren't so red, you know, the rust and the green and the yellow. Really pretty for fall. And these are $5, and they're number 36.
My apologies, everybody. I think I'm back with you now. All right, so my next two items here, I have had a lot of interest in compacts. In fact, I about sold out the last time I did a live sale with you folks, so I decided to bring this one. This is gold glitter confetti from about 1960. It's in pretty good shape overall, and it opens well, and it is a powder puff with a mirror. And that little piece is $20, and it is $20 for number 3. Let's get that number in there. Number 3, folks.
That works.
That works. I'm gonna.
We might have frozen George. Okay, well, at least he got one of them in up to number 3. So we will switch back to me and see if George unfreezes. The parrot/parakeet goes to Monica Delgado. So thank you, Monica, for picking up the parakeet. My next item, I don't know if we've got any of the strawberry fans on the chat tonight, but I picked up this melamine tray. It's made in Italy, so it's not the oldest design, but it's also not modern either. You see it's got this great vintage print of the strawberry plant on it. What I really liked about this one is it's not a massive tray. It is 15.5 inches long, but it's only 6 inches wide. So it's kind of an interesting shape. So you could actually make it a dresser tray, you know, put some dresser items on there. It could make a great centerpiece for a long table because it just has this great rectangular shape, which is not common with a lot of the melamine trays. Tend to be, you know, much larger, like serving trays. This is a little bit more of a smaller, narrower piece. So, but still good size, beautiful condition, no chips or cracks. The image is in really good condition. You can see all the way across. So you've got your vintage strawberry tray made in Italy from J&J Giftware, I believe is the name. And that is available for $6. $6 for the strawberry tray by giving me number 93. $6, number 93 for the strawberry tray.
Okay, the last item that I had, which was the cute little girl salt and pepper shaker set, that went to Judy Scallett. Thank you, Judy. The next thing I have for you guys is this gorgeous plate. Look at the pattern on that. Isn't it beautiful? I absolutely love the colors, and the beautiful, delicate flowers all the way around this are stunning. The gold around the rim is in excellent condition. It does have, because of its age, it does have a few little, missing pieces, but overall it's really wonderful. It does have a manufacturer's flaw right here. So it has like a little divot in the gold, and it also has a little manufacturer's flaw right in the center of that flower, which is the perfect place for it. It's like a little divot, a little indent there. It is made in Austria. It's MNZ, and George would know, but I don't know what that means. But I just know that it's an absolutely stunning plate, and it would be beautiful in anybody's collection. So this plate is $8, and it is number 53. $8, number 53.
I keep forgetting to let the people know who purchased items. So Victoria H, congratulations. You got the little owl candle holders. And Jenny X, you got the vintage cross-stitch tablecloth. I'm so happy for you. It's so beautiful. And the little salt and pepper shakers that I just showed, the roosters, those went to Cheryl Hoskins. So thank you all very much. And right now I have a set of 3 little owls. It's a family of 3. This little guy, he's a little angry. He got a little smudge on him. I think it was supposed to be his eyebrows, because they're in a V formation, kind of above the eyes there, in between the eyes. This one just looks surprised. He just looks a little surprised. And then this one, he says, I don't know what's going on with these two. But anyway, they're adorable. They're little. They are 2 inches tall. They're made of a bisque-like material, and they have a glossy, there's a glossy, what is the word? I can't think of the word. I'm sorry. On the fur of their eyes, and then their little
Glaze or finish.
The glaze or finish. Thank you. The little polka dots, the little spots on them. So they're adorable. And these are $6, and they're number 18.
You're good to go, George.
Okay, well, thank you. You all sound underwater, so I'm doing my best here. I feel like I'm
You
flying.
sound fine.
Great. This little guy, oh, I can even see myself now. This is the Hummel I was attempting before, and that looks much better. He has the lamb in his arms. He has the stylized B mark, which is going to be 1970s. He is $20, and he is number 4. And I should mention quickly that Cheryl Hoskins won the Royal Dalton for 25, and Auntie Christie is the first one to get the compact for 20.
And if you want to do one more, George, slowly catch yourself up.
Thank you. I appreciate it. That's very kind of you. Okay, so this is, I just got this. You saw in a recent video of mine from Springfield, Ohio. This is Cupid Awake, Cupid Asleep, and Cupid at Rest is in the middle. These were really big in 1898, and you see individual ones. You don't usually see the 3 together. These are a nice little size on their original chain, and they are priced at $20, and they are number 10. Number 10, the Cupid Awake, Asleep, and at Rest for $20.
All right, my last item, the strawberry melamine tray, went to Suzanne McLean. So congratulations, Suzanne, for picking that up. Another item that I found today, again, Pennsylvania has been quite the cache for me. I'm not actually in Amish country, but I thought this was rather appropriate that I found these. It is a little bit of a mix. It comes with this tin that unfortunately I don't have the lid for it. I just happened to come with it, so I'm including it. That you can see the tin has some representation of an Amish doll and some toys around it. And this tin, assuming it once had a lid, this tin has these ornaments that are part of it. So these are from the Amish Heritage Collection from 1994. They're little fabric quilted ornaments. They've got the big tag on the back for the Amish Heritage Collection. And there's 3 of the 4 in the series. This is the 3rd edition, is the doll, and the doll actually comes out of the little quilt. So the quilt has a little pocket, and it's got the doll. That happens to be 3rd edition. The 2nd edition is another small quilt, again with the big American Heritage tag on the back, but it's an ornament with the tag, with the quilt. And then in that pocket is a little hobby horse that kind of pops out. So that sits in that pocket. And then the 1st edition, so the one that's missing is actually the 4th. So I've got 1st, 2nd, and 3rd out of the series of 4. And that's actually what it says on the back. So this is the 1st edition in a series of 4. So I have 3 of the 4. This is another little Amish quilt. It is actually quilted. It has the pocket in it. And this one has the little Amish teddy bear with the Amish hat. So this one is a set of the 3 ornaments plus the base of the tin. You know, you can do what you want with the tin. But you get all 3 ornaments plus the tin for $10. $10 for the 3 Amish ornaments and the Amish bottom of the tin for number 81. Number 81, $10 for this set of Amish Heritage Collection ornaments.
All right, so the next thing that I have for you guys is this awesome nut grinder, which is in really wonderful condition. It has a little, a little bit of scratching going on the glass, and actually I think in this light I can see maybe a little bubble or two, which is kind of cool. This is the bottom of it. It was made in Chicago, Illinois. But what I love about it is this awesome vintage turquoise color. So if you like that turquoise color for your kitchen, this would be perfect for you to have out as a decor piece. I did want to show you, because I just noticed it now, there's a little bit of scuffing on the plastic, which I don't even notice when I look at it, but I noticed when I felt it just now. But this great retro or, cool vintage turquoise nut grinder, spit out my words tonight, is $8. And it is number 52.
All right, I found these cute little wooden salt and pepper shakers. They say salt and pepper. They are a chicken and a rooster. Sorry. One has, they both have their stoppers. They're in pretty good condition. There is a little bit of fading. I believe these came in a set that had a bench, a little bench these sat into, which is what this little groove is for. But yeah, they're in great shape. Probably from the 50s, I would imagine. And these are $5, and they're number 64.
Okay. Unfortunately, it looks like we lost George again for a minute, so we'll have to jump over him and jump into me. Oh, wait, is he coming back? He is. So before I start my turn, I will put George back on so he can catch his turn. So go ahead and do George. Do too, George. As long as we got you, might as well let you sell.
Well, thank you. It's sure choppy, but I'm glad to be here sorted. This little couple here are kids playing on a tire swing, and this is called Circle of Friends. This is a Homco bisque creation. These were done about 30 to 35 years ago, and a lot of them had religious overtones. They were kind of like precious moments, but this particular one is more secular. They're just kids playing in a swing, and it's just neat because they actually do swing. It's 2 parts. You can see all the information on the bottom, and the price on this is just $10, and it is number 23, $10 for number 23. And then I'll be quick about it since you've been so kind. I really appreciate this. Let's see. There we go. And one more item here. This is not a Ronson. It's another company, but it's 1930s. Trying to get it out of the glare. There we go. It is not monogrammed, and it is a cigarette lighter with the cigarette case built in. So there's your place to push for your flint. Here's where your name would be monogrammed. There's a push button on the side. Nowadays, it's got a nice turned interior, but nowadays people would be using these probably for business cards rather than cigarettes. And this one is $25. And it is number 11, $25 for the 1930 cigarette / card holder.
All right, my last item, the set of Amish ornaments went to Victoria H. So thank you for Victoria for picking those up. And I saw a couple comments from, first of all, thank you very much to the Huckster Hecklers for being very active tonight. I always tell people, even if you don't want to buy anything, you should show up in the sale and just hang out with the Huckster Hecklers because you guys know how to have fun. Vinny's been drinking, and we're having lots of fun in the chat tonight with Vinny. So Vinny and Nate are pretty much leading the way tonight, and Michelle from Comfy Cozy Living is desperately trying to keep up. So let's have some fun in the chat. So thank you, Victoria H, for picking up the Amish ornaments. Oh, and I was trying to find the name of the places that we did thrifting in. We were out near Gibsonia, and today I went to Mulberry Antiques, which the town, Oakton, I think it was. And then I went down with the town next door and found a great antique mall. And the antique mall, surprisingly enough, the antique mall is actually where I found a lot of stuff today, as well as a thrift store. I'm technically in the outer stretch of Pittsburgh, and I want to say the thrift store was technically in Pittsburgh as well. So that's where I've been doing the thrifting, kind of the north side, and again, finding some great stuff. But this one I actually brought with me. So if you watch some of my haul videos, if you watch some of my videos of my antique booth or my vintage booths, I have a collection of Korok in my booth. Korok is Korok of Monterey, and they're all labeled products. It says your unique Korok products are cherished gifts because of their great variety and beauty in design. I'm just going to throw a quick comment to my other resellers. Somebody's typing, so if you could mute your microphone. I'm hearing some weird chipmunk noises. Our cherished gifts, hand inlaid by master craftsmen, shells, coins. Oh, I made George hang up on himself. Now I feel bad. Shells, coins, woods, and metals are fused into Korok's famous satin black material, which is impervious to alcohol, boiling water, and cigarette burns. So that's all on the label on the back. Their marketing campaign was it doesn't say on this one because this is a smaller piece, but for their serving trays, it was like any tray can serve a drink, only Korok can start a conversation. So this is, and you can see in the cat, it's a wood inlay, but then there's also other materials that's metal that's inlaying that butterfly in the background. And then I don't know what technically is making that blue. So that is all inlaid into this polyphenolic resin. So they're fantastic mid-century modern pieces. They were active till about maybe the 80s. But this is the Siamese cat with the butterfly. It is a small rectangular tray that is 5 by 7. And you can, I don't know if you'll be able to see, there's, it's a tray. There's a little bit of a curvature on the edge, but it's either decorative or for serving. And you've got, for those who are tired of hearing me talk about dogs all the time, you get a cat. So the Siamese cat from Korok of Monterey is $12. $12 for the cat Korok tray by giving me number 83. 83, $12 for the Siamese Korok cat.
Okay, the next thing that I have for you is some wonderful printed linens. So these are printed so that you could do your own embroidery work on them, and they are vintage. And they have the labels on them. So what are they? They're pure linen from Progress. It says Progress Imported Pure Linen. Each of them has their tags on them, and they are wonderfully soft linen. This is the only one that has any kind of marking on it, and it has just this little surface, it seems to me, blue on it. So I'm not sure what that is, but it looks really good. There's, of course, a little bit of patina from the age. Each one of them, there's a set of 3 of them. Each one of them has a slightly different pattern for you to embroider. That's the second one. And this is the third one. And the set of 3 of these are going to be $15, and they are number 70. $15, number 70 for the set of embroidery linens.
All right, I remembered to unmute. Yay. Okay, so the Littlewood salt and pepper shakers go to Karen Dondelinger. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And the next 3 items are items that I have made myself. So I also do a little macrame, like big macrame. And I found the coolest pattern. It is a 1970s pattern for Blinky the Owl. And I used, let me just show you Blinky. There's Blinky. And in his eyes, I've actually used vintage buttons. So there's a vintage pattern with vintage buttons, with new hands and new macrame cord. So let's see, how long are you, Blinky? Blinky is, he's about 16 inches, not including the hanger. And Blinky is $20, and he's number 46.
You're set, George. And we're not. We've lost George. Okay, so we're back to me. All right, so my last item, the Korak cat, went to Michelle Ann. So congratulations, Michelle Ann, for picking up the Korak cat. Before I get started, looks like we've got George back again. So let's see if we can keep George long enough to sell 1 or 2 items. Go ahead, George.
Well, thank you. You're now all invisible, so I may have to give it up after this, but hopefully you'll be able to see something.
We can see you.
That's great. Okay, I can see all of you except me. Okay, here we go. Wow, we're all back. Thanks for being so patient, folks. This is another print from 1905. It is the same artist as the previous one that we sold. It's got the lovely young woman and her courtesan out in the snow. I just like the effect of the snow falling on it. It does have a 1905 date down in the corner here, and the printing company from New York's name. And it is priced, as the other one was, at $15, and it is number, let's get my number up here, 21, $15, number 21. And I should quickly go over and let everybody know, Victoria H. got the Hummel number 4 for $18. Judy Gillespie got the Cupids number 10 for $20. And then in the last round, number 23, the Kids on the Tree went to Sheila Putnam for $10. And number 11, the cigarette lighter for $24 went to Susan Jackson. So hopefully that catches us all up. And I'll be real quick on this one. You've been very generous to let me squeeze in here, folks. Whoops, well, we'll see if I stay. Okay, this is the little owl. He lives in this little area. This is called the Woodland Surprises series. And these were done, again, about 30 years ago. They're just very cute. It's always an animal in some little burrow. And this particular set is $8. $8 for the owl in the burrow, number 12.
All sounding good, George, and we've all been there. So I'm happy to try and help you sell because I remember I still have my memory of selling, running one of the group sales, having so many problems with the video. I sold a glass Viking Epic series vase without anyone ever seeing it. Somebody bought it. That was really putting trust into Trusty Huckster. So, you know, it's all a good thing. We're all here to have fun. So my last item, the Korak, I think I already announced it. The Korak cat went to Michelle Ann. I think I already said that. So my next item, this also came from my week of thrifting and antiquing. This happens to be with the Huckster Helper. As you've known, if you've watched my channel in the past, all things German and Austrian become temporary, at least in temporary ownership in my hands. And this is a porcelain, oval porcelain, either a small serving tray. It's not particularly deep. So I really don't think it's a like a vegetable bowl or anything like that. It more likely is designed as a dresser set or a dresser piece, a larger pin tray, something like that, because it does have the floral pattern on it. It's now my huckster helper needs to pronounce this for me. Himeno. She's reading it while I'm holding it up. Himeno. Okay. Anyways, made in the German Democratic Republic, which was East Germany. So we have some age on the piece. It's a beautiful floral pattern. It has a gold rim all the way around it. You can see the rim is actually somewhat scalloped. You see that scallop design. The gold is in great shape. All the floral decoration is in great shape. It's just a beautiful piece of East German porcelain. And East German porcelain, as much as I try and bring everything German and Austrian, I don't come across East German porcelain very often. So this was a great piece that I happened to be with the huckster helper when we found it. So we had to bring it home, and we now pass it on to you. And you can pick up the East German piece of European porcelain for $9 by giving me number 79. $9 for the East German porcelain dish.
Okay, the next piece that I have for you is this really beautiful footed bowl with gold accents, and it has the Moriagi textured dots all along the blue rim. The flowers and everything are in beautiful condition. As you guys can tell by the other piece, I kind of am drawn to these blue colors, although I don't have them in my own decor. But the beautiful blue and purple designs here. There's no chips or cracks on this. I don't believe there's any crazing on it either. It's just a really nice piece. It would be a really cute dish to put candies in or whatever. I love it. It is made in Japan, although to me it looks like Nippon, but it does say made in Japan on the bottom. It is $8, and it is going to be number 68.
All right, I have another pair of earrings. These are kind of a diamond shape, and they've got this terracotta macrame. They measure, let's see, they're about 3 inches from here to here. Very lightweight wood. It's a little bit lighter of a wood than the other ones with the gold hooks. However, I can change these out to silver if you would like. These are $10. And it's number 12.
And George is back.
How we doing? Well, thank you all. It's kind of been a surreal experience watching all of you, little bits of you coming through. This little guy is Rinconada. He was made in Uruguay, and they're pretty popular. They've got a little mark on the bottom here. A lot of these are discontinued now, and I look for them if they have extra embellishments like the tongue or added in. And so I thought he was just extra cute, and he is $10. Number 13, lucky 13, is $10 for the Rinconada dog. I should mention really quickly that Grace 2010H did get the 1905 print, and Found Again got the Owl in the Burrow. And I'll be very quick here. You've been very kind to let me squeeze in when I can. This is an Andrea by Sadek piece. These are the hummingbirds. Oh, this one's actually coming in nicely. They're ruby thread hummingbirds. These were done in the late 1980s out of bisque porcelain. They're all hand painted. Pretty piece, about 7 inches tall. It is $24. It is number 19 for $24. The Andrea by Sadek hummingbird. And we made it.
All right. And my last piece, I don't know what I sold, but whatever. The German tray, thank you, went to Sandy and Otto. And Sandy and Otto, I believe, is also doing live sales herself. So Sandy and Otto, if you want to put into the chat when your live sales are, I'm more than happy to see everyone promote their live sales. If you enjoying the live sale, again, these formats, the group format is not as common, but the live sales pretty much happen I think pretty much every day of the week. So earlier today was Michelle from Comfy Cozy Living. Hers are Thursdays during the day. Fridays, we have Jeffrey from Real Nifty Vintage with Barb from the Winking Owl Antiques. I think Barb was on earlier. I don't know if she's still here, but they do a sale at 8 p.m. Eastern. And then Fatbird Finds does their sipping and flipping, something I look forward to every week. Hanging out, they sell 5 items. They have Fatbird 5. Sometimes it's 6, sometimes it's 11. But they do that on Fridays after Jeffrey's sale at 10 p.m. Eastern. So those are the 2 sales I know off the top of my head. I want to say there's another 2-person sale coming up this weekend, maybe with Vinny. And I think Corey, the Thrifted Artist, one of the 2 of them has a sale on Saturday. So again, anybody in the chat, feel free to promote your live sales. I'd promote them if I still knew what they were. There is actually, if Misty's still on, there's a new channel or a app that is just started getting used called Discord. If you're interested in it, you can drop me an email and I can send you information on it. But Discord is also starting to promote everyone's live sales. It was created by Graham, who is Misty's minion, and he has created a place to promote YouTube, promote eBay, promote Etsy channels, promote YouTube channels, and there's a place to promote the live sales. So since we've lost the calendar, it might be a new way of keeping track of live sales. So again, it's called Discord. You can reach out to Misty and Graham to find details. You can reach out to me and I can send you the link. I'm sure some of the other resellers have access to it as well. But be on the lookout for that. And maybe that could be a way for all of us to keep track. But anyway, moving on to my next item. This was an item that I really liked the looks of because when I initially found it, like, oh, great, what a great piece of pottery. And then when I flipped it over, I realized it had a Made in Japan sticker. So it's this beautiful piece. It's got the red oxblood glaze on the outside. It is unglazed on the bottom so that it would be able to be fired. So this is pottery, not porcelain, but they did put the white glaze on the bottom and then the Japan foil sticker in the center. So I don't know the maker, but it was made in Japan. So you've got this what would look like a very primitive style of the rough brown glaze. And there is a texture to this to make it look like it's that raw pottery as a piece of primitive, but it's got that oxblood color running through. So that's a glossy accent in the places where you can see the oxblood. And then the browns are kind of like a matte glaze that really makes it look like, again, a primitive piece of pottery. It's absolutely gorgeous. I considered keeping it for myself, but I need to stop doing that. So this piece of Japanese pottery, though, that would look great in any art pottery collection, even though it's got a Japanese sticker on it, it's available for only $9. $9 for the Made in Japan pottery with the oxblood accent. $9 by giving me number 84. $9.84 for the Japanese pottery.
Okay, everyone, the next items that I have for you is a pair of these beautiful figurines. And these are, I'm assuming they're not marked. I'm assuming that they're made in Japan. And they're a man and a woman, beautiful blue colors. And what I like about them is that each one of them has this lovely transfer pattern on some part of their clothing. And you'll notice this thing hanging off of the girl. I left this on here for whoever purchases this because the owner of this had put this on the bottom. It is a cutout of the date of the masthead of a newspaper. I have no idea why they put it there, but it is from the Cleveland Plain Dealer from May 16th, 1979. Yeah, May 16th. May 16th, 1979. So that's on there, and I'll leave that there for you. The girl is in excellent condition. Of course, because of age, the gold trim and everything might have a little bit of scuffing on her, but she's beautiful. The guy is also great. He has that beautiful transfer pattern on his shorts as well, but he does show a little more wear. He has a little area down here at the bottom, that's mostly just discolored. It's not a chip or anything. He has some paint loss, and then he has a rough spot here on the front. But this adorable little couple, they are $8 for the pair, and they are going to be number 55. $8, number 55.
Muted again. Sorry. Still learning. The next thing I have, the last thing I have is, I did want to say, Misty, you won the earrings that time. So congratulations. All right. And I appreciate it very much. I also, during all the staying home and having to be home and take care of my significant other who is going through health issues, my one thing that brought me some solace is art. And I've always, as I said, been a creative. However, I never learned to watercolor. So I taught myself to watercolor, and I'm offering up one of my watercolors that I finished recently. And I think it's pretty cool. So here we go. It's a greenish, whitish pumpkin. And it's got some brown leaves. This measures about, let's see, it's 6 by 4. And you could just put a little clip on this and hang this on your wall. You could find a frame. There's all sorts of creative ways. You could just lean it. It's on pretty thick watercolor paper, so you could actually just lean it on a shelf as well. So this little guy is $15, and it's number 3.
And George is back.
Oh, well, I really like the pumpkin. That was very cute. And I have something that is also cute in a different way. This is to demonstrate my feeling about my tech problems tonight. But first of all, I should say the owl number 12 went to Found Again for $8. And the Rinconada dog went to Laura Bemos for $10. This piece has a mark on the back that says it's Cornwall Wood Products from Maine. But this is how I feel about my tech problems tonight. So I like my job. It's the work I hate. This is a novelty sign from about the 1960s. And it just sort of says it all some days. And this is one of them. Anyhow, this is $10, and it is number 2, the comic sign number 2.
You're going to do one more, George?
And, you want me to do one more? Okay, I'll do one more real quickly. This one I thought was interesting because we are in a, let me try to get some focus here. Okay, we are in a political year, and here is something for the inauguration. Of course, you'll have to go back to 1965 to get this inauguration. This is LBJ, Welcome the President. These are kind of an interesting thing to see. Not that many people were invited, so not that common. And this one is going to be $18, and it is number 14. So if you want to really confuse everybody this election day, $18 for number 14.
All right, my last item, the made in Japan pottery style bowl went to Monica Delgado, so it'll look great in her pottery collection. All right, so I've not been keeping track of George, so we might be a little bit off on our numbers, but we were each doing 20 items. We have all just finished. I'll be doing my 19th, so we are going into the last round. So this is fair warning to the other resellers. I've offered each of them the chance to showcase a couple of pieces, up to 3 pieces, if they had things that didn't sell on the last round. So I have the last piece of round 19, and then we'll be going into round 20, and we'll kind of see where George is and how much we can get him caught up before we run out of time. I'd like to finish off at the top of the hour. So my last round 19, I'll have one piece after this, is a piece of Price in Kensington, England, cottage ware. So this is a covered dish which even when I researched it, it was either for cheese or for butter. So for those of you looking for places to hold your cheese, this is a pretty fancy schmancy place to hold your cheese. Now, I will say there is a air hole in the chimney of the top. It's designed to be there. And I don't know if that makes it more likely for butter or more likely for cheese, because I would think that neither of those would particularly want to have air. So I'm not 100% sure what this would necessarily hold. I picked this up again during this trip, so I did not have the opportunity of putting a stick of butter into it. It, to me, looks a little narrow to be able to hold a contemporary stick of butter. So it might be more, if it's for butter, it might be more for like butter balls, those types of things. And I can only imagine what the huckster hecklers are going to say about that. But it's 5 1/4 inches long lengthwise. So again, it might fit a stick of butter, but it seems a little on the smaller side. And I don't see that it could hold a pound of butter at all, because you can see it kind of tapers going up. So I don't think a stick of butter would fit into there. But you've got the 2 pieces. It is marked Made in England. P&K is the incised mark at the top. And then its price in Kensington is what P&K stands for. So you've got the ridges of the underplate kind of match the thatch that's on the roof. So you've kind of got the grass, it's kind of sitting in the grass. It's just a really cool piece, even if it's just a shelf sitter. It's known as cottage ware, price in Kensington, made in England. It's absolutely fantastic. It's in perfect condition. It's available for $12. $12 for the price in Kensington, cheese / butter / whatever you want to put in there. $12 by giving me number 89. $12.89.
Okay, I'm not sure what I did, but this in my world is my last item.
No, this is
I have a
going
few
the last
things that
round, so
didn't
you're
sell.
good. So if you've got anything that didn't sell that you want to showcase, and then show your last item.
Okay, you're the last one on the, yeah, this is number 20 for me. So anyway, so I have another Whitman puzzle. This is different than the other one that I showed you. This is the Mickey Mouse Club. So it actually has the characters in front of a barn. This puzzle is in excellent condition. It only has a couple of minor things where the puzzle pieces, this one right here and the one on the other side, shows some evidence of bending, but it's in excellent condition. This would be something that you can display quite nicely without any issues at all. This one does not have a date on it, but I believe that it is from the same era as the other one that I showed you. So that one was from 1963. I would say this one is from the same time frame. It is Walt Disney Productions, and it says at the top Walt Disney's Mickey Mouse Club, and this is by, as I said, Whitman. So this lovely puzzle, this tray puzzle, is $10, and it is number 69.
So I'm clarifying, Patrick, this is round 20.
Yes. So if you had anything that didn't sell, you want to highlight and then sell your last item.
Okay, I'm going to give the bowl a shot again here. So this is a pottery piece that I made macrame for. I made a macrame hanger for it. So it's pretty long. It's about 6 inches in diameter. It's got the luminescent or luster glaze on it and the stoneware here. It's beautifully done. It had holes in it, so I made a macrame hanger for it, like that. And it's very secure in here. So you would just put a plant in here. This does not have holes on the bottom, so you wouldn't be able to actually pop the plant in it, but that's probably better anyway. But I think it's gorgeous. It's $15, and it's number 94.
And then did you have a 20th item?
I do have a 20th item, yes.
Okay.
I have another pair of earrings. So this is a beautiful fall color. They're in a teardrop design with gold ear hooks, a nice marigold. These are about the same length. These are about, have a 3-inch drop to them. These would look beautiful with fall sweaters, wraps, scarves, hats, all of those lovely things. And these are also $10. And they are number, oh, I picked the wrong one. Excuse me. Had to make one on the fly there. Number 4.
I think George is back.
It got quiet. Okay. Thank you, folks. Okay, I'm just going to do 2 things and wrap up. This one is the frog, and this is, again, the woodland surprises. The frog lives in the lotus there, and I thought that was a Comco piece from about 30 years ago, and he is $8. $8 for number 1, the frog with the lotus pad. And then mid-century wasted, you got the I Like My Job number 2, the sign. And really quickly, one last thing here. This is rainbow glass. I got this when I was with shopping with Jocelyn and Jeffrey and Misty. And this one, I believe, was in my video from Springfield. They did really nice quality on this. It's just clear as a bell. It is priced at $20. It is number 18. So the rainbow glass apple, same company that made Viking, number 18 for $20. And thank you so much for being so patient with me. I'm glad I got to do something.
Not a problem at all. Stick around for the wrap up. So the only item that I have not sold was actually my last item. So I can't announce a winner. It's the piece of cottage ware from Price in Kensington. So the little cottage covered dish, that was number 89, and it was $12. So if anyone would be interested in that, $89, $12 for the piece of cottage ware. So my last item, so this is the 20th item for the evening, is a single candlestick holder. Again, picked this up as part of the trip this week. It is a blown glass candlestick holder. It has a polished pontil on the bottom. It is completely enclosed at the bottom, and the candlestick holder itself it's sealed. So the candle does not go into, and you can't put anything into this bottom piece. It has the applied glass handle, and it has the drip rim, and then a fairly deep cup for a taper candle. It's in pristine condition, no chips, no cracks. There are no markings. It's not signed. To me, this looked like one of the pieces that you get at like Colonial Williamsburg or Deerfield Village or Dearborn, Deerfield, the one near Detroit, where they showcase traditional glass blowing techniques, because this style is an 18th century style of candlestick holder. So obviously it's not 18th century. It's clearly designed to replicate that, but it is extremely well done. It has a very faint green tint to it, which is kind of coming up. You can see it a little bit closer at the top, but the entire thing, it does have a green tint to it. I guess I could have washed it up in my hotel sink, but you've got some old candle wax. So that shadowy stuff is just old wax that can very easily be cleaned up. So blown glass candlestick holder with an applied handle. It is available for $9 for the green glass candlestick holder. $9 by giving me number 78. $9.78 for the candlestick holder. And that is a wrap. So we've got four sellers, one sale. George maybe didn't get through all of his items, but we're 9:01, so timing was almost perfect. So I apologize that George had some technical difficulties. I'm knocking wood that I was actually able to make it through from my hotel connection, and lighting could probably be a little bit better, but hopefully it worked for everyone. So if you have purchased anything this evening, please send an email to your respective seller. If you missed their email addresses, send the email to me. My email address is still rolling across the bottom, and I can forward that email or give you the email address for the appropriate person if you tell me who you bought from. The Huckster Helper was not tracking other people's purchases, but anything that you bought from me, I will be heading home and starting to ship everything out and invoices by this weekend. For those who purchased last week, again, I apologize. I left town before I could get all those invoiced and shipped out. So I will just be combining everything. So you'll save a little bit on shipping. Also, for anyone who purchased from me, you'll get your free Trusty Huckster Mercantile coaster. If you want any extras of these, they're $1 a piece. If you didn't buy from me and you want some coasters, they are $5 for a set of 4, postage included. They'll be sent first class mail for a set of 4. So Trusty Huckster coasters can be yours. So again, thank you to Cindy, Kelly, and George for joining our sale this evening. Appreciate all of your time sticking around with us. Please make sure you catch all the other live sales coming up, coming across the next week. Join me next week where I have a new set of live sales, group sales of people that I'm certainly not going to remember. Rebecca from Kitchen Bitchy is one of them. Yeah, and I'm out. Okay, there's 4, but I apologize. I've been a little bit distracted. But there will be another group live sale. I've got 5 group sales this month. So join me on Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Join Cindy twice a month for her sales. Join George on Monday and Wednesday evenings at 8 p.m. Eastern for his premieres. They're a lot of fun. You can become Nomad hecklers. That doesn't sound as good as a Huckster heckler, but we'll come up with a new name for the Nomad newsies. I don't know. But anyway, thank you all for your time. Thanks for putting your trust in Trusty Huckster. Have a great night, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thank you all.
Bye.